So for the box part, we want to make sure that the collar is pretty snug around the neck. You should be able to fit 2 fingers under, but snugly. You should be able to move the box if you need to, but it should not be able to slide around. You want to be making sure that the contact points on the box of the e-collar are making consistent contact to the skin of the neck, not just resting on the fur. If it's just resting on the fur, then it's not going to work, and then you have a tool that's not doing anything, and they're just wearing it for no reason. Hey, come here. You do not have to have, for Becca and Neo, you do not have to have both of those tools, the prong and e-collar, on at the same time. You can, certainly no problem with that. But if you feel like it's bulky and you're not a huge fan of having both things on, that's totally fine as well. E-collars more for off leash, but also kind of helping with information, even when you're on leash, or if you're in the house and things like that. Some people like to just pop on a prong collar to go on a quick walk. My preference has always been the e-collar. In fact, I will choose, usually I'll have just a regular leash on and an e-collar. I like the versatility of the e-collar, the fact that you can enforce behaviors when your dog is away from you, and you can enforce them when they're right next to you, and nothing really changes. Information is fairly consistent, all that good stuff. Especially for my more leash reactive dogs, I like to be able to send out information without having to change my demeanor, since some dogs are a little sensitive to that. If you're doing a lot of leash movements to kind of get them back into control, that can kind of sometimes add to the situation. So me being able to say, no, cut it out, just a tap of the button, sometimes that really helps soothe dogs, more so than like a leash correction or something like that. So yeah, making sure that it is on fairly consistently, or not fairly, making sure that it's on snugly so that those 2 contact points are making contact to the neck consistently. Making sure the flaps are down so that water cannot get into the charger stations, whatever they're called. When we're doing the recall, sorry, I'm trying to think of what I've gone over, haven't gone over. I will change up how I use it as far as a continuous stim versus a momentary stim. So I'm going to put your e-collars automatically to the continuous stim. Sorry. That means that as long as you're holding the button down, it is sending out a stim until you let the button go. If you need just a momentary like nick or correction, you just hold and release quickly. That is my preference. I like to be able to, I use it more as negative reinforcement, where I'm adding pressure, and then when they do the behavior, I remove the pressure. So if I say come and they're like, no, I feel like it, then I'm going to say no, come. At the of come, I'm applying that pressure, and then releasing once they commit to coming to me. Good, all that good stuff. For the place, if they're going to take a step off, no, pressure, okay, good. Hi. So if your dog is moving away from you, and you say come, and they keep moving away from you, no, come. As soon as they stop to look at you, it really, as soon as they even show signs that they might come to you, they show interest in you, they switch engagement from one thing back onto you, I release the pressure and mark with the good, even if right after that they go back to what they were doing, because I want to show them that that is a step in the right direction as far as the picture that I'm looking for. I don't want to correct engagement with me. I don't want to tell them that that's the wrong information. So I don't need the full picture of them flying back to me for me to let the pressure off. Again, I will say the command. She's asleep. So and so come. If they come to me, that's great. I want lots and lots of reward. I want to make a big deal about it. I want to kind of move backwards to kind of, again, tap into that prey drive and build excitement in having them come to me. Almost like a game of chase. If I have a reward, when they get to me, I let them kind of chase my hands around, things like that. If, for whatever reason, when dogs are in like a still command, like right, 3 kids right here. When I tell them to come, it's harder for a dog to get up out of a stationary position. Every single dog I work with, that's something that I've noticed, that if they're sitting there and I say come, they're like, I'm kind of relaxing right now. So I will make it a point to be big and exciting. I will move backwards and run around so that they kind of want to chase me. I want to help a dog be successful. So a lot of times I'll say their name in like a singing tone, like, here come. And they don't even need the word come, because I've built excitement in them giving attention to me, and then I can say the word come. I hope that makes sense. Everyone wants a dog that is super excited about their person, but that doesn't always come naturally. You have to build value in yourself, and that sometimes is you coming a little bit out of your comfort zone and being goofy and being silly and being something that dogs find enjoyable, which is not the same as people. So having them chase you, having things to offer them, but with excitement, being silly, making a lot of movement, those are going to be things that bring attention from your dog to you. So help your dog be successful, and that way you can avoid having to use backup tools and things like that. Hi. If with the e-collar, you can turn the intensity level up as you are applying the continuous stim. And with the level, so everyone here is a different level. Neo, he's a little bit higher because he's kind of like a big, sturdy guy. He's somewhere between 5 and 15, depending on what's going on around him. These two, they're much more sensitive to it. Oh my goodness, you're still nervous right now. So they're at a lower level and they're smaller. Whatever works. Whatever gets your dog to do the behavior that you want is the level that you want to use. I always start at a low level and work my way up until I get the reaction that I want. So what we're looking for with the e-collar is them responding to the behavior that you're asking. It shouldn't be a yelp, or it shouldn't be like one of those things. It should just be, I asked you to do it and they fulfill the behavior. You should not really be able to tell that they feel the e-collar. At most, maybe like an ear flake or a blink, or like Neo right now, he's panting if he stopped and was like, because he felt something. I said your name. Okay, you can come off, whatever.
Oh my gosh, run! I know you just want to sniff this little lady right here.
He's been wanting to sniff Becca this whole time. Becca's not interested. Hey, sit. No, sit. Sit. No, sit. Good boy. Very good. Sit. Yeah, sit. Good job. I don't know where I was. I don't like food. No, sit. Yeah, so I will send individual videos of leash walking and the recall to everyone, and then a couple of them have specific videos that are going to be with some safe. I will send those. Just a general wrap up. I would like to do one-on-one lessons with each of you after you review the videos and kind of done a little practicing. I know a little bit more of a hands-on approach is much more helpful than just watching these videos. So I'd like to get together. Everyone should have my email. You all have my email. Neo's dad, you have my Instagram thingy that we can, or Facebook Messenger. Yeah, so let's keep in contact. I'll have a folder with everything written down also. So you have this and then a folder, and then a bunch of different literature that kind of goes over specific things. So please let me know if you need any help with anything, and then we can get together for those final lessons.